Good evening. A string of arsons in Nanaimo could mean the price of a new home will go up and will cost you more. As we first showed you last night, a number of fires in the harbour city now considered to be the work of an arsonist. Apart from the danger that the arson poses to human life, these deliberately set fires could also push the cost of construction in Nanaimo up, way up. And it's a cost that will ultimately be passed on to home buyers. Our Mid-Island Bureau Chief Jonathan Bartlett has the story. He joins us now in our Nanaimo newsroom with the details. Jonathan.
Well, Hudson, unfortunately, a house under construction is an easy target for an arsonist, especially before it's at lockup stage. Now, extra security is being considered, but that comes at a price.
What's left of 3 homes remain as they were after the flames had been extinguished. The fire investigation is now a police file after it was determined this was an arson. Yesterday morning around 4 o'clock, neighbors called 911 when flames were seen at this construction site. Luckily, no one was injured and surrounding occupied homes were just a little scorched. It's the latest in a series of fires in Nanaimo believed to be the work of an arsonist. This uncompleted home off Sheraton Ridge was torched on Monday night, and police are still investigating the classroom fire at McGurr Elementary.
We're talking to potential witnesses, if any, and pulling information from other files to see if there's any link between these and previous arsons that were committed in the city.
I don't think it's necessarily that we're being targeted. I just think that when you're in this construction industry and when there's a wood building sitting there the way they are, they're an easy target.
Now some builders and developers are having to consider full-time security for their job sites, which is not cheap, and it'll be ultimately up to the consumer to pay for it.
Developers are unlikely to absorb the added cost of security. It will be up to the end purchaser.
If you have to put what we call static guard, that will add a cost of about $3,000 a month. Let's say an average house would take 3 or 4 months. I mean, that could be another $12,000 to $15,000. Right off the top, easily.
Some insurance companies may demand better security and fencing for job sites, but the price of insurance could still go up because of these latest fires.
I think the one thing that's going to happen in the next little while is, of course, the construction insurance on a lot of these houses is probably going to go through the roof because the insurance companies, they won't pay. Ultimately, the consumer is going to pay in the end.
Police say they can't be everywhere all the time and recommend private security at construction sites.
We have plainclothes members in unmarked police cars patrolling these areas. We'll be stopping vehicles looking for anything suspicious. We're asking anybody that sees anything suspicious, don't wait on the information. Call us as soon as you get it so we can react accordingly.
These are not the best times for the construction industry, and the last thing they need is a firebug on the loose and a higher cost of doing business.
Now, police told us yesterday that the 2 photographs they released that were taken by security camera at McGurr Elementary showing 2 young people, they say they have been spoken to and are no longer considered suspects in that fire. As the investigation on all these fires continue, neither police or fire investigators can tell us whether there are any links, motive, or suspects.
And of course, as you told us last night, the RCMP and the Nanaimo Fire Rescue want anybody who might know anything about this to give them a call.
Oh, exactly. Phone police right away if you see anyone suspicious in your neighborhood.
All right. Jonathan Bartlett in Nanaimo. Jonathan, thank you.
Thank you.